I guess we are live, and yeah. So last we left our HTMX social. Check out the last live stream if you were not there, but this is where we basically left it off. And we have a content template and three other templates that work on localhost 268. And if I open that up, we get the hello world and the OKs from the backend OK. So actually, we don't need this because the backend is basically the whole world here. So I was actually reading quite a bit into Redis clusters and stuff. And yeah, even this seems like a interesting thing that I can integrate into my workflow. Maybe I think they have a binding for Go. And if that's not visible, let me just zoom in there. And yeah, they do have a official Go binding. So I guess that is good. Go Redis. And well, there are many other clients. I'm sure I can find one for uh, Rust, which is what I'm looking for because most of my CLI stuff is Rust. And, I guess that is quite loved. The what license is this? Of the Redis license. Okay, weird, but won't hold it against it. Um, oh, so not bad at all. Just seems well. Might look into it. And yeah, so let's create this based social media app. And actually, I just came up with an excellent name for it. Its name is Based. How good is that? Right. So we'll look into that. And why am I still in Redis test? I was just testing out Redis. So uh, let me increase the size there, and we will make run and just stash that away for now. Let's concentrate on templates, but also let me quickly do something, right? So let me go into public. Oops, I'm still in Redis test for some reason. Uh, I guess that's a pattern. Actually, let me quickly shut that off and quit the session. Oh yeah, I'm still in Redis test. So let me go to HTMX social. There we go. And open Chelsea here, which is the tiling manager I'm using here. I guess that's what it's called, tiling manager, but I'm not sure. I guess it's called a session manager, but it doesn't matter. You know what? Let's remove this. This is remote web resource. Like the whole point of this is being fast. Let me actually pin that off. The whole point of this is being fast. So let me quickly go output that to actually let's cd into public and curl output that to favicon.ico and that. Yep, I guess let me open up favicon and I guess that's good and all. So I can close that off. Go and vim. Go to base, I guess. Yeah, and this is where I can basically just remove all of this unnecessary part. Take that off. Yes, that should. That's all I need to do there. Yeah, the index works, but none of the user stuff works. And actually, today, at least for this stream, let us have let's set up authentication, right? Because it's an integral part and all. So to set up integration on the first hand, we need to Well, first up, I forgot. I forgot the key bindings once again. Oh, did I? Not. I think I forgot my key bindings again. That's okay. So let's actually just go into db.go quickly. And since our tables are created, like we checked last time, and actually, let me check if I have, yeah, I have data grip installed. So worst comes to worst, we can quickly open that up. I have enough RAM to open it up, by the way. I use Linux, by the way. Uh, if you didn't laugh at that, good for you. So we have func, which is a PQ, which is a PB instance. And actually, before we do all of this, actually just don't do all of that. Let's quickly go to types.go, and this is bothering me so much. Uh, .config, and then do signs and customizations, which is where I did all the customizations. I know, real, realistic. CMP settings, inventory is a yeah. This is not what I was looking for. I guess key maps is where I did the stuff. So leader FF, okay, and leader FG is GURP, and control P is whatever that is. And leader FB is the open buffers, and leader GH is this good stuff. And leader FS is a GURP string. Done, done, done. This is good. This is good. So I don't need that anymore. There we go. Oops. I don't want that. And so we got type user, which is a struct, and let's actually see how did we implement that right there. User is okay. That guy has an ID, email, password, created at name, and bio. So perfect, I guess. Uh, so with website go, and there we go. So ID is just string. I won't be needing the JSON. And what? Let's provide a backend API. That's okay. We have an email, we have a password, we have a created at, we have a name, we have a bio. Uh, what else? That's it. We don't have anything else. 6 fields. 6 fields and 6 fields. I guess this is all. Do we really need to like show the password? Mm, like, let us actually yank that, paste that again, and call this the like private user, I guess. This is just for internal use. And in this, let's include the password. I guess that's more like it. And we have a type called create user request, because it's a request, and we just need the email, the password, the name. I won't be needing the bio. The bio, the user can set later. I think as far as I know, it's a nullable field. Yeah, both are nullable fields. So I don't really need that unless I do. So actually, you know what? To be fairly honest, I don't even need the name. I just need that. Right. So yeah, I guess this is all we'll be needing. I can go straight up to go db.go now. Go func pq, which is a part of the db instance, and we can go create a user. And to create a user, we need a rec, which is a create user request. and this returns an error, right? And the query will be, well, insert into users email and password, and oops, I think it's a good this thing for me to, yeah, do not disturb is a good move there. So where is declared unused use insert into users values of that. There we go. So now we go dot query dot exec, and here is where a little bit of comes because this is not included in the request. I actually need to run hash for 8 because less number of users. I don't think it's really a problem. This hash password request password. So there we go, and return the error because uh, what seems to be the error? Oh, oh, okay, okay, okay. Hashed. I guess I need to handle it there, but um, if error is not null, return the error. Just do that and maybe put like an equal to there. That should satisfy that, and go to the end of the line, and um, guess what am I calling it? Hashed password. Hashed password. There we go. So I guess that should do it. And create user. Yeah, awesome. So now if I go to api.go and let's actually quickly create user one, and actually we are not going to be needing it as well as such. So like how about we just like you actually just say error is api.store dot create user request of email is like uh, at blah blah blah. Excellent email. Proud of it. Password is 1 2 3 4. Simple. Actually, I like to have just one password. Just password. Like and just print the error for me. Okay, I forgot to put the comma there. So yes, yeah. Now if I make a floating terminal and say make run, do the first initial request, and hopefully, if all has gone well, I go to PSQL and actually, yeah, yes, this should work. If I go to PSQL HTMX social and I say select star from users, we got the hash password and the name, and yeah, rest are all like empty. I know it is, but it's okay. So we have a success there. That's cool. Right. Uh, let's stash this away. Right, and you can just do that. It is boom. Just disappear on the corner. But, actually, let me just move this. Yeah. Um. I, yeah, there we go. So now I can move on. And it'll just be in the corner. We'll use it for SQL queries and such. Uh. So yeah, I guess now that we know that is working, uh, I think I can reliably get on to making the auth part of it. And initially, I was thinking of JWT authentication because that, I guess, seems to be the easiest way. But I mean, yeah, I guess I can get about it by doing sessions as well because Yes, that is how most nice these things work. You can have like a nice session there. ID, user ID, creator. I guess this is called the session ID. That reference is that, and yes. Mm, let me actually check. Are we live? This is called the session ID. That reference is that, and yes. Mm, let me actually check. Are we live? This is called the session ID. Oh, seems that everything is working fine and nearly. So now since we have our session stable, we have essentially everything we need for authentication. So with that out of the way, me actually get comfy and use my mouse to move around in MDM. I guess we can go on to actually logging in the user, right? So if you have a func which takes in a DB instance and that says get the user, and yeah, in this case, I will just be needing the ID of the user, select that, which is a string, right? And this returns a public user, so it's just user there. Now, user and an error, so we check for both. You never know what's there. So query is simple query actually. So it's select everything from the users where the ID is set, right? And here is where I let GitHub Copilot do most of the work. Uh, yeah, that it just does that. Yep, yep, done. Simple, easy. Uh, we go even easier. So we get the user. That's fine and nearly. And yeah, actually, now I need to make functions that also handle the session, right? So we want a session to be created every time the user logs in. So we have a create session, right? That takes in a user ID, right? And well, that was relatively cool. I love GitHub Copilot sometimes. Oh, so that is actually everything I need. So I can probably have invalidation of the session, right? And with a Copilot can work its magic. Uh, work it out, work it out. Um, oh, yep. That's true. That's true. There we go. So now I only need to add that. Who said AI doesn't increase developer productivity? It clearly does. Yeah, yes, this is everything we'll be needing for the authentication part at least. So we have the get users function that get users, that's case sensitive get user function, right? So we have the get user function declared there both places. So actually using this store at first might sound counterintuitive, and I do get why it is. But like, I really like this abstraction from all of the DB stuff, so I can clearly see what all is going on. And if I really want to see what's going on, I just press GD there and it gets me here. So I don't end up at here where I have to debug a lot. It just provides a neat little abstraction that I appreciate. So, and if you did notice, uh, thanks. If you did notice, I got better with NM. I now feel a lot more at home here. So, actually, let's head on to the API.go, and right down here, we set up a new this thing called API server and login. And this like handles both the login and the thing, right? So, uh, login page. Let's actually name them. Let's have a naming convention, and then we have a func API handler that actually um, that actually handles the sign up first. Auth page. I guess yeah, this is a better name. Auth page. Auth.html. Handle the sign up. We have a nice. Don't negotiate. Just take the context of the data. So create user request. Yeah, you're misunderstanding. Uh, I'm a HTMX user, you see. So first up, we go get the email that the user is trying to kind of, and yeah, that email is email and the password is password. Actually, this is a bit counterintuitive. Why can't we just go? Is the direct assignment in Go? I think there is. Like there should not be a problem, right? Uh, non-name. Yep. There is a problem. Oh, uh, please recover. Why are you ignoring the swap file? You can ignore the swap file. Uh, um. I know it's step. Fine. I will remove it. Don't worry. Don't bug me. Uh. Uh. Oh yeah, that's not possible, is it? I think I have to delete. It's okay. I mean, for the amount of features that Go provides, little quirks here and there, forgiven. Better creating user, and actually, I find it to be a bit weird that HTMX does not handle 500 requests well. Like, what's up with that? Reference to the core attributes uh, allows you to do a full client-side redirect event of the swap, find on uh, status, no, status codes, response target. Okay, so that's an extension of it. Uh, there we go. So that's how you do it. Oh, that's cool. I will have to look at this, right? Because wow, that's neat. Actually, give me a balanced performance at this point because you're plugged in and all. Little off topic here. The battery life of my Lenovo desktop has gone down significantly. Like it's just 3 hours at this point. But I mean, I guess that's the sacrifice you make. I ain't complaining, quite happy with Linux. And Linux is a choice, and I made the choice, so I'll stick with it. So, if you are interested, if you're not, sorry for boring you. Yeah, I think this you can look into it, but regardless, this seems to be cool. And why is it there's no favicon found? Because uh, okay, create user is undefined. This that's a public user. This that's weird. There's nothing open. Templates based off HTML, and I forgot the thing I configured. So um, there we go. There we go. Now I guess it works on the latest thing, but if not, see the user created 200. Congrats. Okay, so we post to the head checks. Target 5, target for a 4, not found. Yeah, yeah, I guess since I'm using this, I can go 500 errors with no problems at all. And as we are creating the user, we need to also create the session, right? So, oh no, no, I'm not doing that. So how does that happen on here? So we say create session. Let's actually go create a session. Oops, I always do that error. So that returns the session ID. Okay, that's simple and all. Here we go. Uh, Session ID is api.store dot create session. Send in the email. Yeah, obviously there's a mismatch. That returns two values. It's cool. Oh, session ID becomes undefined. Yeah, same thing. If error is null, error creating session, you can just return that. If not, set a cookie. Uh, that's it. Quite simple. Uh, yeah, I guess this should do the trick, right? Uh, and yeah, so that handles the sign up. Let's see the handle the login part. Mm, how do I do this? I was to collect the email, any password, right? Uh, and first up, let's check if the password is like real. Uh, this I probably don't need that, but that's okay. Yeah, first I'll check if the user exists. Like, come on. Uh, yes, get user doesn't take this thing. Yeah, learning func time. Get you. Oh, no, sorry, that's a DB instance. Oh, um, it's basically the same boilerplate over again. It's not return the user. Awesome. Found. Oh, that's why it was not able to do anything. I thought I'd spoiled my system. There we go. So get user by email. Okay, we've already done that. Awesome. Check if the password is correct, obviously. If it is not, say invalid password. Awesome. Sigma, create a session. Mm, Actually, if a session already exists, right, do I need to create one more? Yeah, let's just create one more. I mean, there's no harm. Maybe we can re-optimize that later, I guess. Uh, user.password is undefined. Right, because this should be getting a private user, not a public one. Get user by email. Yeah, this should be returning a private user. That's a private user. Uh, uh, we get this to that. Hopefully, it understood the context. Perfect. That complete doesn't lead to too many errors. Yeah. Password is check password, match passwords. What happened? Uh, okay. So it is like can just go like that. Uh, if not match passwords, incorrect passwords. That's it. Mm, yeah, I guess this is all. Uh, not to forget, we need to handle the auths, right? Because mm, there is no get user by session ID, but the rest of the code is fine. It's just called get session, and this is only returning the user ID, not the whole user. So I mean, I can only return true. That's it. You don't need to return anything. Uh, so JSON. I don't. No. JSON business here. It should be a string. Yeah. Is everything a string? It is a string. Cool. So, session ID. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Mm, what is this? Returns the cookie name provided in the request. If multiple cookies, only one cookie will be returned. Interesting. Can you log that out for me when I test it? Because I would need to verify that. Uh, yeah. Uh, yeah, I guess this is all I'll be needing. Rest, the only thing I'll be needing is the auth.html. Let me quickly create here. And I'll be needing the index.html's format. Like, uh, let me yank everything from there. Uh, paste it here. Update on the first thing. That's cool. Actually, let me actually look into setting up Tailwind because I'll be needing that. Standalone executable. Okay, what's this? What even is this? Standalone scalable. Actually, let's see if this actually works. So, uh, I need that. Exit out, please. Right. How about you execute Linux tailwind CSS in it. Oh, that works. Linux tailwind CSS. Uh, let's actually go into the public directory. Uh, touch input.css. Um, again, environment to input.css and add the base HTML classes, tailwind base, tailwind components, tailwind utilities, and that's it. Okay, so now that we have that set up, uh, let's go for one more this thing, and we don't need that anymore. This is little high priority. Yeah, you guys can all just relax there. There we go. I guess this is a perfect lens. There we go. Yeah. Uh, is this? Yeah, this is the perfect crop for this guys. There we go. So, yeah, if you can't say I'm addicted to tiling managers, so we can just go here, one extailment dash dash watch uh, public slash input.css. Uh, this is the input, and the output is public slash output.css. Uh, but really important thing that we did not do here is to actually use the thing that will actually tell it to look inside it. So I guess all I need to do is copy that, go over to my Tailwind config, and just paste that, and yank those lines. That's it. Uh, BD, yes, yeah, buffer delete. Yes, that's what it's called. Anyways, uh, so now if I go Panax and watch, uh, hopefully it's watching something that, oh, nothing was found. That's weird. Let's actually try adding a class of text Excel. That's it. How about that? Uh, were you able to find any utility classes? Yeah, I guess it was. It didn't apply the full shot yet, but I'm sure it will. Oh wait, I'm not linking it up in the first place. Let me do that. Uh, Here's.html. Go to the initial part. Say link of CSS. Go static slash output.css. There we go. But like I doubt there's anything being written there. Oh, there is okay, there is nothing. So my mistake, my genuine mistake. That's fine. Text Excel. Okay, so that we know that works. And let's let's tailwind is not working for some reason. Mason, do I even have tailwind? I have tailwind. What the fuck happened? Let me update it. Be right back and counter an error while updating. I guess I need to restart for it to take shape. But Yeah, hopefully now it's able to trigger that. Oh, there you go. That was enough to trigger it. So now if I go to slash up, it's not implemented. I forgot to implement it. Uh, I mean, I did implement it. I forgot to route it. I guess that's a better term. Setting up the routes, the auth stuff, a page, uh, restart that. Cool. So now that we know that is working, we can get to doing some cool stuff. Log in your account. Uh, this can be a small dev. This I completely want to borrow from text because I honestly do not have the uh, idea to build it away right now. I'll just use something that I have used since a long time. Mm, there we go. This, I guess, should be enough. There we go. Hopefully, adjust. Mm, this is not sure. What is that? Do I need to start this every time? No, no, no. I don't need to do that. Um, then what's the issue? Um, it, it is rerouting it to auth.html, but there is all this shit here. Saying that fine. It was excited. Yeah, no, still showing up the same way. That's weird. I already do have all of this. Uh, like what? Is it directly being read from here? Because like if I remove this, for example, I'll like make it red. It's becoming red. Okay, so we are defining the content here, and we can't define it again. Yeah, I understood the problem. Redefine content in Go templates. Someone should write some good articles on Go templates. It's so weird. Mm, Now I need to set for like a long time research stuff. Uh, mm, okay. So the way I did it sucks. That's not how you do it. Mm, right. So it's not a block. it's a block, and this is that HTML. The template found stars block content. Okay. Um, and that and this here is once again the block the content, similar to was class. Uh, no, it's missing class. The block class is index is passing. Or is index passing or not this? Yeah, that HTML is missing. Oh, mm, block the content, right? Mm, like, uh, I guess what I'm saying is right. But on the template, mm, okay. Well, that's not how I do it. Mm, sorry, so if I'm content and the parser is how do you do it? Uh, this is how you do it. Um, okay, so this is how people are doing it. Define the layout, the main layout. Okay, so template file. Yeah, yes. Um, okay. Awesome. Template is for content. Okay. Yeah, so I can have multiple definitions of that. Yeah, yes, that is the promise. That, click it right here. Uh, yeah, find the content. Yeah, that fixed the errors at least. That was the first thing. But still no chance of being the case. So, I say template cause errors. So yeah, what about that? Uh, I can't do basically anything except this. Uh, that's yeah, but as long as I don't remove this, yeah, then that would be very useless. Still, but, yeah, okay. The structure of this is sending me. Um, this is not acceptable at all. Like, what else can I do? Something like that. Um, but yeah, that's fine. Uh, switch or this class. But that's still not the point. I want to block the content. Block content. So now I want to go in north and I want to say find content here in that test. Also, as a verb. Uh, no, example, hmm, yes, very much. Except maybe I can write each and every one from the head tag and that hopefully it closes itself. Yeah, this can directly be the body tag. Then I want to actively do this. Yeah, I guess this is sort of okay. Not as semantic as I like it to be, but I can settle. Uh, Next one is register for an account with the same class or HTMX. Same thing again. Oh, that was it. Yeah, There we go. Yes, that should be enough for now. Really simple auth. We'll make it pretty and all later, not to worry. So, oh, actually, what to check how long has it been since I'm streaming? Oh, an hour. That's cool. So, in API.go, we want this to handle our signups. So, yeah, email should be the one that is not the password. Dot post slash user get auth. Yes, there we go. We have all the handlers set up. So now I can go into auth.html. Actually, okay, so let's sign up, login, and right. So login, that is sign up. There we go. So we go. Let's keep the uh, let's keep the output up. We go here 123 at google.com, and for password we go password. We do that. Say that. And we get 500. So I guess we have encountered our first error. Well, at least hopefully, at least hopefully we do PSQL and I said select start from users. Oh, I do get here, but what happens when I do sessions? So the problem is in the sessions. Cool, cool. So now we know that at least. Right, so we go delete everything. But is it drop? Yeah, drop star from users where email is whatever this is. Uh, uh, delete? Yes, it's delete. How can I forget that? Mm, delete everything from the users. Yeah, now we have just one. Right. So let's see where's the problem. Most likely there is one singular thing that's like high on the top. Uh, we have at least been able to pinpoint where it is. So plus, uh, uh, actually, I think it gives me the status code as well. Like, I know it's a response on standard from all, but most likely it's this. So the error coming like that. Can you? So I have a better knowledge of what's going on. We have a 123 at google.com. Password is password. So with that, and we still get the error. Excellent, but not good. But it's let me know difference at all. So uh, Where is the delete? Delete that again. Submit that again. Okay. Foreign key constraint session user ID FE. Right, right. So problem is in the create session. Mm, okay, that's okay. I'm just hoping everything is set. Mm, but we are trying to satisfy that user ID is what's causing all of these issues. When I'm sending in the create session, I'm creating the session based on the email. What, but what other choice would I have? Because this is creating that barrier for me. So this I want you to return both a string and the error. So I can actually do that. Now if I go create a user properly and I update the definitions there as well. It's string, not string error, string and error. And actually, uh, user ID is a reference there. Right. So instead of returning that, how about you enter in the user ID, right? If the error is none, return that. If not, return the user ID. You have the error. We just can't come back. It's just it. Right. So now if I go to the API.code and here I also get the user ID and then pass the user ID to the create session, the parents of GitHub Copilot. That's okay. Once again, create the session from the user dot ID, right? Because there's a foreign key constant. That's a truly basic thing that I forgot. That's okay. Learn our lessons. Mm, right, run again. Hopefully this time the thing works and let's actually just get it. Uh, the hey 13 at google.com and the password is password. Hopefully save user was created. Inside this, okay. Actually, no lights here, so that for dark mode and raise the dark side. Yeah, mhm. So that's really good. So now if I hopefully do select, actually let me just reduce that. Select star from users. We have two rows with different IDs, which is exactly what we wanted. If you remember. If you don't, you probably don't remember. That's okay. Ah, so I guess this is everything that we needed. Simply, oh, I didn't realize that there was a connection error. Am I am I still live? This is everything that we needed. Simply, oh, I didn't. This let's sign up, log in, and right. So log in. That is, and that and this here is once again block the content. Similar to here's a problem. Most likely there is one. Okay, so I'm just realizing how low my volume is. I'm so sorry. Let me try decreasing a little bit to avoid the breaking thing. Hopefully, this is ideal. I can actually talk a bit loud as well. I'm so sorry. Uh, Flower emoji is. Uh, yeah, I guess we were able to do most of this initial stuff, small things, and actually, I need to be able to also. Actually, let's check if the cookies are stored. Like, are they? Mm, if you probably don't know, a lot of stuff happens for me on localhost 248. It's my all-time goal. So, the session ID exists, and let's actually see it in action. Like, select star from sessions where the session ID is this one. Oh, um, that's weird. Is there anything there in sessions? Oh, that's good. That's weird. There we go. Oh, there we go. So user ID is that, and as we just saw, that guide does exist. So this essentially is how sessions work. So yeah, I guess okay. Uh, Now that we have done that, logged in basically, mm, I had actually added a small piece of code that I really like. I'll just write that right off. Uh, oops. There we go. Uh, this basically just checks if the user is logged in. Like, oh, but the message might not be the same, so I need to recheck with that. Turns out it's nearly the same. Let me hang that out and put that here. Mm, oh, there we go. So now, hopefully, now, if I go put in that K123 at google.com email and the password and I submit, uh, we get 500 errors. Mm, just like here, Google doesn't exist or select like anything from users. Mm, yeah, here 123 at google.com does exist and the password is password. No? Okay, so I think I sort of again see it at the session layer. I don't see where else it can cause an issue. Uh, it's returning a 500. So let's just stay safe and with the errors everywhere. The biggest thing about this is I forget to actually wipe out the errors. So most of the times they make it up to the production. Yeah. So I get no declarative errors. Name. Converting null to string is unsupposed. Okay, but let's take. Mm, well, how about the name is string or nil, and the JSON is string or nil. Same here. Like this is uh, string or nil, and that is string or nil. Okay, I guess that's not supported. String or nil. Mm, I guess that's not supported. Yeah, that is supported. Yes. No? Okay. Mm, is there like an any type here? Yeah. I guess I can just get away with setting this optional stuff as any's because I know I shouldn't be reading into them in the first place if they don't exist. But like, I guess this is like a temporary solution that this will get through. Actually, let's see if it does. Oh, there you go. Work. Uh, the power of any, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I don't want you to redirect the account, just redirect the just, but yeah, let's actually now see look into the get on, which hopefully works. Ah, mm, yeah, instead of that, how about you say use ups and yeah, such use up does not exist. Uh, mhm. Okay, so that's slash get on. So instead of use right here, I can use get up. Up there you go. So that sent in the cookies and I'm authenticated. So remember, that's authentication. That's how authentication looks like. And yeah, I have a lot of cookies here. Uh, when was this even set? But confidence, is it shredded confirmation? Show us if it is on. Oh, this is where I did the libreddit, which is like full source. Like, to details like it's oh, okay. I guess I disabled that. Let me actually start that up. There is the sudo stuff start and libreddit, but I don't want to invite trouble. But just know why. Uh, yes, so this authentication is done. Yes, now we can get started on working the things. But yeah, man, this is way too complicated. You can try online. Online, no. So yeah, I can change the listen address to 9. Is it? I think it's in the main.code. I think it's in the middle. There you go. How about you do it now? How about, oh, no, how about you do a nine? Instantly nine. That's good, right? Uh, but I made it a nine. Oh, stupid. No, no. Wait. What? Uh, how is this domain based and not? Oh, this is host based. This is not domain based. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, let's just return back. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But anyways, I'm a bit tired. It's 12:30 in the night here, and yeah, it's been live for 1 hour 20 minutes. Let me quickly take a small break. That time enjoy reading more about Redis, I guess, for you people. But yeah, enjoy reading the docs. But after that, maybe I'll come back. We play a game for like half an hour. Then I get back to some more streaming. I'll say. Mm, well, at least the university is out. So we save some space. Gen Z is very resource intensive. Was that out? And yes, let me come back in some time. Right. So, hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to a small little game that I play when I'm bored. It's called Mind Test. It is based on CQT engine. So let's play this for some time. Thanks. Saga, cassette. Mhm. Yeah. So this is my Minecraft. What did you may call it? This is basically the open source version of Minecraft. So yeah, quite cool. Um, let's hunt some fish down. So we need them. These are my primary source if you can't tell. We have lots of them. But yeah, I do have a lot of animals on boats, but it's a necessary evil. This is a sort of island style this thing and okay. Where are you? Where are you, Smobby? There you go. Oops. Oh no, I'm so pretty. Oh, that's on free board wheel artifact. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be playing this for like 5-10 minutes before I get bored of this as well. Mm, I think, yeah, I have some cooked ones, yeah. And a raw one for some reason, but eh. Mm, yeah, oof, that's good. So if you're probably wondering what I do in my free time, welcome to my time pass. Oh, okay, rabbit running around. Probably run what it's doing. Actually, you know what? I prefer if you guys are down there. Trust me. See this? Rabbit? Bit of a grave mistake. Yeah, those are basically spawned. So that's why I could do the cool tricks with them. Oh, there are two dogs on this. Pretty spawned. Okay. This is where I had another dog. So many things wrong. Okay. I think is that how? Yeah, yeah. This is how you can. Oh, there you go. You get zombie friends here, and you basically just kill zombie friends. Is like a very primitive version of this thing of actual zombie spawner, like an XP farm thingy. But yeah, actually, let me just disable this for a second while I collect the loot. There ain't much loot. I guess uh, turns out the zombie spawner itself is more precious than the actual loot, which irony I was kind of quite funny. But I mean, sometimes I get potatoes and waiting for them. I can plant it and stuff. No, it's just raw meat for now. So this is my cool little world. I don't spend much time at all here. I like being like a cave thing, like dwell in caves and stuff. But oh, even this area is quite good for developing stuff. Oh, let's see where this leads to. Oops. Okay, so there's no path. That's a. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 What the fuck? Oh, oh, that was horrendous. I have some to grab it. Let me get. Um, I'm going in the wrong. I am going in the right path. This seems like the right path. No, 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 no. Absolutely not the right path. But right, good to know that it's there, away from all the sprucey fungus and stuff. Uh, Probably not destroying my wood. And hopefully I reach before nightfall. It's, oh, there's nothing literally to pinpoint me home. Like, oh, that's it. There is literally nothing to pinpoint me home. That's scary. Let me actually build that real quick. Because I need something to get home. What? And let's build it near the water so I can just get jump down after building this one. A really high top structure, and it should be lit all the way. There you go. Yeah, that should be hopefully visible. Let's add it to the stash. Who cares? It is, and I'm wait for this. And I'm done playing. So I guess we can return back to this. Build a cute map bar, but I mean, it's a social media platform. Do we really need an app bar? We don't need an app bar. This is like a Twitter clone, so like in the index.html, I need to do all of that shit. But yeah, if you probably can't tell, yeah. How about we actually search for kitty? Uh, uh, Jelly. That should speed up my process. What was it called again? HTMX something? Yeah, HTMX session. So you can just go, oh no, is that HTMX? There we go. This is what I needed. Oh, not to forget. What makes no sense. Okay, that makes sense. Still makes no sense. Oh, no. Um, sure. Not here. Um, okay. Sure, but still little uncomfortable. Give it the full space. Mm, well, I guess you can't have both. Um, ZHTMX, Funx, with that, this I have for whatever reason. Actually, you're just in charge of running make run now. Enjoy that. Mm. Uh, I guess we can end this session by building a nice little UI so it doesn't feel this weird. Just hello. Quite weird. So, yeah, our platform is going to be fully text based. So, no memes, pictures, and stuff. We can probably integrate it just to show the power of HTMX, but like, do we really need to? There we go, dashboardy. We have another division just for the sake of it. You know what? Let's maybe call that main again, just for the sake of it. This has like three divisions inside it, right? The main class then has what's that? Flex, uh, flex row, flex row, yes, and this has like class of flex, and W is like what? This just shows like the info. So like 1/6 of the screen space, like barely anything. This is flex again. I don't know why I'm giving them flex. I just am. Uh, and we need to show the trending topics there, right? So This is like 2 by 6. Like, let's be fair. What? Let's be fair. Okay. So this is where I have a flex of all with the justify evenly or center. Justify center. Okay. Wait. And there's just like a bunch of A tags. Or what are you looking at? Yeah, we are looking at a bunch of P&A tags. That's it. Nothing much. Uh, home. Uh, messages. Not messages. What's on Twitter? Oh, there you go. Search. Uh, notifications. Well, that's a huge thing I have to integrate. Oh, that's funny. That's good. So, I guess all we need is the profile part as well. Maybe profile. Mm, I guess mentions is far better than notifications. So, whoa, what's happening? Okay, is it row? Okay, let's search. Yeah, mistake. That's right. Uh, right. Um, we want the items to be centered as well, if you know what I mean, but not that center. Right. Centered. Um, want it to be also stuck to the screen. And I guess this is my time to showcase my extremely bad UI skills. Like, nothing of this. I'll probably have to do a lot, but mm, yeah, not. Let's actually leave it at that and instead focus on actually creating posts. Like, wow, we have been dealing it for so long. Uh, type post. The struct of ID, author, what, what author? There's no author. Like, if I go like PSPL and select everything from posts, like, yeah, there is literally no field for that. Wow. User ID, string of user ID, created at content, and the updated at the updated at. And we have like the create post request of content and the user ID. Like, wow. Hmm, I guess that's all. You won't really be needing much except that. Uh, mm, how about we now go to tv.go? Uh, use that out a lot. I won't be needing that. Uh, go to the post office. Oh, you know what? It just feels nice to do this sometimes. Sometimes. It backfires horribly sometimes, but it's a risk. Like, Uh, it happens. Oh, that's that's cool. You just saved me half the time. Mm, like, honestly, never depend too much on this. People say that, but actually do depend on this. This is pretty solid, but don't depend on the initial stuff it is. Right. Like, nah, this query has been mostly derived from this get user query, which I myself wrote. So it makes more sense if I do that, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I guess this is all that I'll be needing. Database handling and stuff. And actually, how long has it been since actually? Whoa, that's a long time. Yeah, I know 2 hours is just standard, but it's a long time for me. I don't usually stream that often. By often, I mean that long. Uh, yeah, actually, maybe at the end of the stream, I'll even showcase you my Ubuntu setup. You know, because I use Linux by the way. Well, is my phone getting hot thanks to recording? Yeah, I'm recording on the phone because my uh, my mic setup on my laptop is not that good. So I rely on for the phone for recording most of the times. And on the other hand, Linux has increased the system usage by like a lot. So oops, I ran into an issue, small one. I'll be right back. So uh, button display, share that. Okay. Uh, delete that. Where is that? Delete. Yep, there you go. Yes, that is good. There you go. I had accidentally said to stop sharing the display. So now that's text. Wow, that makes that look so small. Let's actually go into accessibility and seeing that text. There you go. Wow, because that's so weirdly cute. Okay, update. Uh, update already. Oh, that's cool. I sort of dig this new look. Looks well. Mm, innovation. Uh, oh, actually, I had applied a few GNOME tweaks to make my desktop look like macOS. That has suddenly disappeared. Bit sus, if you ask me. Alright, that happens when you change the theme. Right. Yeah. I should check into that before blaming, but that's okay. It happens. So, well, yes. Other than that, I'm done for today. So, hope you had fun in the stream. Hope I didn't bore you. And yeah, if you have fun working with uh, Golang and HTMX, be sure to follow me for more interesting streams like this, where we'll be discussing a lot more stuff. And don't log off just yet. If you are watching this later, which you most probably are, uh, we are going to discuss about my Ubuntu setup. Right. So let me actually exit out of Gel Z, or however that's pronounced. So let's not stop streaming. Uh, so This is my Ubuntu. It is Ubuntu 23.0.4. My, I forget what it's called. Lunar Lobster. I guess, yeah, it's called Lunar Lobster. And yeah, it's basically awesome. Mm, so basically, this is just stock GNOME, no modifications. I applied a bunch of GNOME tweaks, maybe like for the clipboard and for the emoji picker and small stuff like that. Little key mappings, like for my Windows workflow, I have Windows E for Explorer and Windows I for settings. But except these, I haven't really done anything. And since I come from Power Toys, the most used tool I used there was the eyedropper. So I still use that. So that's it. Other than that, I have not bought any of my Windows workflow over here to Linux. It's completely new, right? And yeah, so these are all the applications that I have installed. If you see my disk space, I have like 350 available at this point to use. And I also have a Gmail that I link with Ubuntu. Now, people might sue me for that, but I just like that integration. It makes my life a whole lot easier. I can just go right in and browse stuff there. Like, I don't need to do much, especially for school stuff. So, uh, so this is my folder. I just use the stock. I tried shifting to Sonar, however that is called. I even sort of installed it and went through the stuff, but let me actually show you what happens if I do that. Actually, I forgot. Sudo nala install Sonar. If I enter in my sudo password and install, go ahead. Whoa, oh, I did not realize that takes up. Okay, it removes that. That's cool. Uh, so not will be now related to double partitions. So I guess that got like a kernel upgrade. That's cool. So there you go. That is so now like there is for off the bat there is no difference. I mean, one thing for sure, it is a bit fast. Like the tuner is blazingly fast, but uh, I mean, end of the day, it's an extra thing that I have to add, right? And when something is doing it for free, do I really need to? These are my camel notes. Please do not judge. So, uh, yeah, this is my tuner experience. I know most people like tuner. I like it too. It's quite cool, but I mean, I can probably live without it. And by the way, the manager that I'm using is called Nala. It is basically like a, a wrapper around what do we call this? Basically, around APT, right? So shell installation complete and completion is that. Oh, that's cool. So I can just go. Nala is there we go. So that's working. Cool. So Nala is written in Python. It uses the rich library as a wrapper around apt. So if I go sudo nala update, it gets the fastest ones, which is right now for me the IIT Kanpur repos of Ubuntu because I live in India and IIT Kanpur is the nearest to me. So instead of getting it from like a remote server up in America or someplace, I don't know, it gets it locally from local servers, which are listed, official ones, obviously. But yeah, I prefer Nala. It's quite fast and it provides a cool UI, especially for a beginner like me. So I can just go look. sudo mala upgrade. I guess today the Linux base kernel got some sort of update, so I'll have to restart it later. This is the default terminal I use for most of my development. This thing, it's called Black Box, but I also use Kitty. I love Kitties, but Black Box just looks a bit better, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so my default browser is obviously Firefox. Nothing can beat it on Linux. Its experience on Linux, Ubuntu especially, is unbeatable. I know many people like to, uh, you know, take a go at Snap-based Firefox, but I honestly, coming from Windows, anything is good for me at this point. Right. For my school-related stuff, I use Thorium, which is a faster version of Chrome with little uh, fast improvements. Like it's not, it's a ESR version. It's not like the most latest version of Chrome, but I mean, it's open source. The guy who does it is quite cool, and it's just there, right? This is like the default, not default. This is a custom macOS texture pack that I installed from GNOME Look. It looks kind of neat. I really dig its look, especially when in light mode. Like I have to show that to you. It's so cool. As you can probably see, I deleted a lot of stuff. But let me actually travel like up. That switches the whole thing back. That is so weird. It's so weird. Right serve. Yeah. So this let's see what happens when I switch back. That again changed it. That's so weird. Huh. But I guess I pay too much attention. But mhm. You know what? How about I change the shell as well, right? So changing the shell will change all of that basically. Uh, and I don't particularly dig this look. I find it a bit weird. It's not really well wrapped, but I mean, it does okay, and it sometimes disrupts my what do we call that, login manager. So I don't really keep that on often. Let me just disable it. No, I would rather prefer just the default. Thank you. Actually, now let's see what happens. Oh, that doesn't okay. That's yellow button. Dark mode changes that doesn't change it. Okay, I would say default, and now when I change, hmm, interesting. Weird though. I mean, that's okay. I can probably apply it once a while, but so this is basically how my default Chrome looks like. I gaming on Linux has been always controversial, but I use bottles to play epic game. This thing I play Rocket League a lot. I use bottles for that. Other than that, I use the what do we? I other than that, I play Mind Test as I showcased right there. There we go. Mind Test right there, and Super Tux Fat, which is awesome. Like most Linux nodes. I don't consider myself a Linux node right now, but I'm slowly turning into one. Uh, yeah. Other than that, just the regular stuff. Like simple screen recorder was, yeah, X11 is not supported. I forgot. Uh, that's why I use this really underrated program called GPU Screen Recorder. It just it's just awesome. It records everything. Like wow. But yeah, other than that. My default workflow basically revolves around a lot around Jelzy. Like it provides me a pretty good experience out of the box. It's sort of like email marketing, but for beginners and advanced users alike, which I hope to use one day. And yeah, the layouts are predictable most of the times. As you saw in the stream, it's sometimes unpredictable, but even when it does become like that, I can probably just get away by solving it. This is how I usually work. So full screen, that's it. This is just my distraction-free place. Yeah, uh, yeah. Other than that, yeah, uh, not I forgot almost. I shifted my base completely offline. So I no longer I use a search engine called Google that gets data. I don't know how. So it's called Google. It's hosted on my local host, as you can see. It works quite well. I'm really liking its look and stuff. So it also has a nice little images tab that they have improved a lot. Like uh, I just like this. So that's cool. Uh, yeah, this is how my GitHub looks like. But I remove the spooky theme. I like the spooky theme. That's okay. So I've been actually also recently working on a project called EVNV. It's basically like the environment manager. It looks like that. It looks cool. I'll just show you how it works. So if you go EVNV, you can just install it using Cargo. You just go Cargo install ENV and it'll do it. It's already installed. Right? NVN dash dash. So it's quite simple, honestly. You just options, command and name. You can pass in the password, help, and the version. Right. So if I go by just EVNV, so my philosophy of command line tools, which I'll probably be discussing in a future video, is quite simple. So it should be interactive to the user if the user asks for it. And oh yeah, actually I've been having a bit of I've been having bit problems with this because I accidentally changed the auth, the file that actually provides all of this. So I actually changed that. So we go to .env slash auth and we sort of uh, remove that. Hopefully that works. No, no, no. The basically I opened this auth file in a text editor and this hash got invalidated because of this new line character that was added. This should not be added. So I guess my best way out of this is to just delete the auth file and let env figure it out. Yep. So do you want to create a password file? Yes. So enter in my password there, confirmation. Yeah, enter in my password one last time and oh, we are in. So now if I actually get the envn slash auth, you can see that it's like this. There's no trailing space. I should probably restrict this into a binary so people don't accidentally open it. We'll look into that in the future releases. Just like what's the version on it? This is version 0.1.0. It's really basic version. It works very well also. It follows all of my CLI design principles that I set for myself for while making CLIs. So first up, this works completely out of the box. You do not need any configuration. Any configuration that has to be done will be prompted to the user. So if there is no password, it'll prompt you for the password. If there is no database created, it'll prompt you for the database. And the only thing that ENVN sort of might fail at is the Being folder agnostic, this actually needs a config folder. So there's that. Uh, and yeah, we give user up to automate anything basically. If he or she prefers to use a sort of git like commands like git init and stuff, you have the option. So you can go evn set, you enter in your password, you the secret name, like let's say hello YT test. This is how your environment variables are usually named, right? Secret value, let's say hey from YT, right? Uh, this should probably be like that. I think that's necessary. Identifier, YT test. So this is the identifier, is quite important. So secret is saved. Now if I say envn show YT test, enter in my password, you get all of that. So as simple as that, right? So yeah, I guess. Actually, give me a second. Yeah, the reason I blocked out my screen is because I had accidentally leaked a few of my own passwords, and yeah, yeah, I accidentally leaked the cargo login, so I need to set that again, which is weird, but that's okay. I think it is get right, not show, get. Yeah, that's how you get the secret. Not show. Show tells you everything. I forgot my own application. I don't know how many times I'll end up exposing my environment. This is the third time on stream, by the way. Huh. And I change the passwords every time, so don't worry, they're all stale by the time this video gets actually eligible to get live streamed. So you don't have to worry about that too often. But yeah, as that's the NVN. I'll probably do a stream about this tomorrow morning. So stay tuned for that. So anyway, except other than exposing environment secrets, I hope you have a great day. Uh, See you tomorrow or today in my time. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a great one. Uh, Please support me if you feel like it. Subscribe, like, no pressures. Just do it though. And yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Bye bye.